A lot of people talk about what's the best album this year. When it comes to album of the year, some people say Kendrick Lamar Gen X album. Some people say Schoolboy Q Blue Lips. Some people say Tyler the Creator Chomacopia. Some people say Freddie Gibbs. Some people say Charlie XCX album. But in my opinion, if I have to say what is the best album of this year, in my personal opinion, and this is coming from a guy who listens to all types of music, and I also make music myself too. I produce as well, and I also will put a link in the description. If anybody want to check out my music or check out the new project that me and my homie put out a week ago, I will put that in the description of this video or in the comment section or whatever. But in my opinion, if I have to say what is the best album of this year, you see it on screen. It's Ka. It's no other than Ka, the Thief Next to Jesus. I really fucking love this album. I go back to this album every blue moon, I say. I'm trying to think how many times I done heard this album. This is like probably my third listening to this album, and I really love this album. Like I said, I listen to a lot of music, whether if it's underground, mainstream, and I've been really following, Ka's music, for a very long time. And it's also a shame of his timely passing because yeah, Ka, he did pass away shortly a couple months after releasing this album. So this album that I have on the screen, this is the last album he made before he died. Like I said, if you have not checked out Ka's music, really check out his music and definitely check out this album, The Thief Next to Jesus. Like this album is really, really good. Like the rapping wise, cause see the thing about Ka's music, his music is very therapeutic. Like he's not some music that you play where you know how you have certain rappers where when you have certain people when they listen to their music, they make music where some of it is meant to be played in the club, some of it meant to be mainstream, garner that mainstream appeal. The thing with Ka, his music, it's nothing like that. His music is very poetic. It's very kind of like some spoken word type shit. Like it's very therapeutic, especially the type of messages, you know, that he talks about in his music, his trauma that he went through in his life, and also he was a firefighter. He was a real life firefighter in real life, saving people and shit. That being said, like I said, I highly recommend y'all check this album out. I would say my favorite song, I mean, pretty much all the songs on this project is my favorite. I mean, but I would say my favorite, just to name my favorite songs, I do like songs like Collection Plate. I like the song Borrowed Time. I like the song Bread, Wine, Body Blood. I like the song Such Devotion. Him and I mean, this whole project, The Thief Next to Jesus, like, and I also like the themes that he was tackling on this project too, as far as like religion and Christianity and like the black community, the churches and stuff. I really like the certain themes and like aesthetic he was tackling on this project. And I really love the sample choices that he chose on this project too, like with the gospel samples and shit, like how he did it. And then like the way he made the beats on this project sound eerie with the gospel samples. And that's another thing too about Ka's music. If you never listened to Ka's music, like a lot of his production is very, very drumless. Like I said, it's not your typical mainstream type of music. It's very, very yeah, if you're open to, if you're open to abstract music, you'll like this shit. But yeah, I ain't want to keep this video long. To me, like I said, I just want to say this. To me, this is my personal favorite album. A lot of people are not talking about this album enough, and I'm not saying the other albums that came out this year. I'm not saying that they're not good. I'm not saying that Kendrick Lamar's album's not good. I'm not saying all the other albums that came out this year are not good. They're really, really incredible albums. But I feel like a lot of people are not talking about this album, and I feel like Ka doesn't get a lot of credit he deserves, because he's a very, very underrated artist, especially in the underground, but overall music wise. So yeah, this is my personal favorite album of the year. If you have not checked this album out, I don't know what you're doing. I highly recommend y'all check this album out. And for those who listen to this album or listen to Ka's music, y'all put down and let me know what are your favorite albums from Ka. Let me know your favorite songs off of this project, and let me know what you think about this project. And yeah, that is it.